Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're going to do a Let's Play and Initial Impressions review for Fly Dangerous VR, a game released on the Steam store today, May 24th, 2022. It's in early access and it's free to play, and I'll put a link in this video where you can download this game for free. This game is available for the HTC Vive, Valve Index, and the Oculus Rift. It released today, May 24th, 2022 by developer Stargoat Games. And I'm testing it out on the MetaQuest 2 using linked cables. Let me show some of the options. Now, for the first part of this video, I'm going to use the arcade controls. It's just a lot simpler to fly with this. Just found it much easier to race. I'll use advanced controls later on in the video though. And these are my graphical settings. I'm on an RTX 3080. And for the most part, I am getting 90 frames per second. But I have noticed some stutter. And I have noticed some pop-in as well. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's play. Like I said, this is an early access. The good news is that even when it gets out of early access, the developer has mentioned that they will continue to be, that this game will continue to be free to play. So a lot of stuff is planned for this game, but it's still going to be free to play, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and let's do the first race, which is the simplest race. These are all time trials. So if you're familiar with Trackmania Turbo, it's a very similar concept here. We're just flying around the rings, trying to go as fast as possible. A short, quick little arcade race. And I'm obviously flying against my Ghost, a previous time I have. I don't think I'm going to beat my previous time. Nah, I didn't beat it. I still medaled though, I got a silver, but obviously I didn't beat my own time. And let's go to quit menu, let's try another race. So that's the first race. It starts off very simple, but it soon gets a little bit more complicated, but they're all very short arcade races. And again, I'm using the arcade controls just to make it a little bit simpler for me. Let's go to around the station. I haven't medaled in that one, so I'm going to try to medal. And it's very good to look around. Get a little clear view of the map. And where is the next one? Oh, it's behind me. Okay. Hopefully I didn't miss any rings. Okay, where's the next? Is it? Okay. So not too bad. I think we did well. I think we medaled. Yes. I think that's a bronze. So we didn't do all that great, but we didn't do too bad either. Alright. So let's go to menu again. As you can see, there's 14 total tracks for time trial. The campaign is not available yet. That's something they plan to add later on. There's also free roam, the multiplayer. Right now, it's not really multiplayer race. What it is you just basically fly co-op with a friend in a map, which is still pretty cool, but it's not really I mean, it is multiplayer, but not the multiplayer PvP that you're thinking about. Let's do one more. So, we're gonna try to get a medal on Thread the Needle. So I'm gonna show one of the last races, which is Thread the Needle, and let's try to medal on it. Again, I'm using arcade controls to make it more simple. I am using an Xbox One gamepad. By the way, this game does not support motion controllers. You can use keyboard and mouse. You can use gamepad, and you can use flight stick HOTAS. Oh no, I messed up there. I tried to use the turbo, but it did not work. It did not work in my favor. Oh man, come on, man. Yeah, we're not gonna medal. We're doing terribly. These are very tight corners. Very tight. Very tight. And one thing that doesn't help is the brake is it's very difficult to deaccelerate and regain momentum after you decelerate. Oh man, come on. think... Okay, yeah, we're doing terribly. Terrible. Yeah, we did metal. Okay, that's fine. So that's single player, quick time trials. Like I said, there's 14 tracks. They're fun. I did enjoy this part, but they're also pretty short. There's obviously not a lot of content. It took me about, I would say, 20 minutes to race all the races. But obviously, if you want to get gold medal in all these races, it's going to take quite a while, because it is quite tricky to navigate these courses. And I think you see the highest I've gotten is silver. I have a lot of bronze, and then a couple where I just don't have any medals as well. And that's about after an hour of playing. Free roam is also available. Load custom just means a free roam that you can share with other people. Multiplayer is very limited right now. So basically, it's just a way to join another player. So there's Quasi's Gamer. I'm going to join Quasi. And actually, I'm going to cancel right now, actually. Because I wanted to do something else. I almost forgot about it, sorry. So, like I said, I have arcade controls. I'm going to change it to advanced controls. And I'm going to apply the advanced controls. Now, I will say that one of the errors I noticed is that whenever you quit the game and restart, it goes back to arcade controls. But you can see I took off all the assists. And I took off the auto ship rotation. I'm using the advanced controls, which is a little bit more difficult. Another problem this game has is that in VR, and I don't know if this is true in non-VR, but you cannot change camera view. So as you can see, I'm like on top of the ship right now. You cannot change view from this. And this is the advanced controls. And it's one thing about these advanced controls, it's very easy to get into like this death loop where you're spinning out of control. So I'm going to try to correct that. And I'm having trouble trying to correct. You got to make very small, incremental. Okay. Let's just fly. But you see here, like I'm in a death spiral. I keep spiraling. I'm trying to fix it, but no matter which way I fix it, I either go one direction or the other, and they never really fixed it. Because now I'm like in a constant spin around my axis, and no matter how I try to correct it, it's always spinning one way or the other. So this is a problem with the advanced controls. Now, I don't know if you noticed there, but did you see that stutter? Whatever reason, I only show a few frame rate drops. Like, I have a few frame rate drops from my 90 frames per second, but I do notice a stutter, and I also notice some pop-in issues as well, especially when I get close to the landmarks. It's pretty obvious to tell, and as you can see, instead of crashing, you just bounce off. You can do loop-de-loops, so let me show. Oh, that's the wrong way to loop-de-loop. Let's do the other way to loop-de-loop. So you can loop-de-loop. You can barrel roll. Okay, but come on, let's try to stop our barrel roll. I mean our loop-de-loop. Our barrel. Okay, so you need very strong legs for this. Strong VR legs for this mode. You know, some of you might want to hurl right now that are watching my video. Well, I'm doing it in VR and I'm doing just fine. I can do this all day long. But yeah, like this is what I mean about it getting into the death spiral. It's very easy for that to happen to you. That's why I don't like the advanced controls. That's why I keep using the arcade controls. I don't know if I'll ever master these controls. I don't know if it's just a problem on my Xbox One gamepad. Maybe this isn't a problem with a flight stick or HOTAS, but yeah, on my gamepad it seems to do this death spiral when I go to the advanced controls. So, like I mentioned, I do like this game. I did have fun with the time trials. It is fun racing and trying to improve your time, but I think the controls need a bit of work, especially the advanced controls. Now, the arcade controls are much more simple. They're simplified, and it makes it a lot easier to understand. So I don't really have a problem with the simplified controls. It's the advanced controls that I have a problem with, because it's just difficult to get out of the death loop here once you're in it. Like, there's no amount of corrections you can do to get out of it. the camera view. I have a problem with the camera view. Like I said, I'm on top of the cockpit. I would love to be inside the cockpit flying my spaceship. I think that would be more immersive. There is limited content as well. As you saw the time trials, there's 14 of them, but it doesn't take very long to do them all. I would say it takes about 20 minutes to do them all at least once. Obviously, if you want to master them and get gold, it takes a lot longer than that, but still, it's not a lot of content. And it's missing real multiplayer. Like, this is the multiplayer right now. Just I'm another person's feed in their world, and flying with other people. But that's basically it. And you're just very limited in what you can do in this mode. But this is an early access. This is on release stage, and the devs plan to add all these features for free. So it's going to be remain free to play, and they're going to add all these features. So I definitely recommend this game. I would say definitely go get it. I did have fun. The time trials are a blast, but it's very limited. So I'm only gonna, if I have to rate this game as is right now, and like I said, this game will probably improve in the future. So this is what I'm scoring it now on release date. I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's fun. It's free. I think it's a no-brainer to download, but it's also very limited in what you can do in the game. So, and definitely not having the cockpit view is downer, and motion control is not working. I know some people don't like that. Now, I don't have a problem with this because this is again a space racer, and I'm okay with using a gamepad or a flight stick or HOTAS. So to me, that's fine. That's not really a big issue for me personally. But I know some people there don't like that. And like I said, I noticed some stutter and I noticed some pop in as well. Anyways, on Fast Lawyers, this has been my initial impressions. And if you enjoyed my review, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.